We're here with head men's basketball coach Blake Mellinger, previewing tomorrow's MEC matchup against Glenville State on the road. And then, Coach, I guess, first of all, Cavs play 4 games in an 8-day period. What do you tell the guys to kind of stay focused and not get too tired out during this period?
Yeah, I mean, we just want to take it one game at a time. You know, right now all our focus is on Glenville. You know, we need a conference win going into Christmas break. You know, just to kind of get ourselves in position ourselves where when we get back into conference play in January, that you know, hopefully we can come in and put a run together and set ourselves up for later in the season. But you know, the schedule's tough. It always is. You know, we've got 2 Division I games next week. Which, you know, our guys always look forward to those games, you know, even though on paper they're considered exhibition games. You know, our guys don't treat them that way. You know, we'll approach it just like any other game. You know, we'll put a game plan together for those and try to go in and win the game. But, you know, again, right now our focus is on Glenville. You know, they're a very offensive-minded team, so we've got to shore up some things on our defense. But at the same time, you know, I think we can expose them in some areas offensively. You know, finally been rebounding the ball a little better particularly on the last game out against Wesleyan. But you know, again, we got to defend. We got to defend to give ourselves a chance to win. I have no doubt it's going to be another 2-3 possession game at the end. So we've got to make those plays in the last 5 minutes to be able to win the game.
If you could talk a little bit about Glenville, I think they have 4 or 5 players averaging double figures. They're averaging 90 points a game. JUCO transfer, Dunmeyer. Then you also got Brett Morris and Jalon Plummer back. If you could just kind of some of the things you've seen so far from them.
Well, I mean, they're making 10 threes a game, so that's one thing. You know, we've got to defend the three-point line. Brett Morris is a veteran of the league, so you know, we kind of know what to expect from him. He's a really good player. Dunmeyer, you know, is new this year, so but again, he appears to be really talented offensively. So, and then again, they've got, you know, you're making 10 threes a game. They've got a lot of guys who can make shots. They're not real big, so I think we can hopefully expose them on the glass and do some things inside. But you know, a big key for us is definitely going to be able to defend the three-point line.
You mentioned 2 Division I games next week. Of course, those count as exhibition. If you could just talk about how your guys kind of go into that. You know, obviously, since it doesn't count toward the record, there's got to be kind of a sense of less pressure.
Yeah, there is. I mean, our guys will go play loose, they'll play free, but at the same time, you know, even though it doesn't count on our record, to our guys, you know, it's just another game, and you know, we're going to take the same approach that we do with any other opponent. We're going to put a game plan together and try to go in and prepare ourselves as best we can and try to win the game. So, you know, but there is, you know, our guys will play with a little more sense of freedom. You know, I think going into those games, you know, the atmospheres at those places, I assume, will be pretty good. I haven't checked on those 2 teams a whole lot yet. I know Wofford is traditionally one of the better teams in the Southern Conference. I don't know as much about USC Upstate. So, but again, it's always good for our guys to play those games. Something they always look forward to.
Definitely. And then lastly, you talked about defensively. I think last 2 opponents we played shooting 55% or better for the game. What can you do, I guess, kind of to motivate your guys to play better defense and maybe schematically as well?
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily a schematic issue. I think we just got to trust each other a little more on defense. You know, people always talk about when really good teams play together offensively, and that's something I feel like we're doing right now. We got to have a little more trust defensively. You know, have each other's back a little more, so to speak. The good thing about it, though, is like, our guys have taken ownership of it. They realize that, you know, we need to be better defensively. You know, us as a coaching staff, we didn't have to come in and scream and yell yesterday. Like, you know, they recognize it. They recognize the importance of it. You know, as a result, we probably had one of our better practices of the season yesterday. From a defensive standpoint, was a pretty poor performance last game out.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you, Coach, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.